Dose of Gold presents 7 types of people you should try to avoid. We are constantly surrounded by many different types of people, and for some reason, it can seem harder to find people to befriend or start a relationship with. Initially, they seem nice, reasonable, and interesting to hang out with. Still, the same person we've decided to invite into our lives because we thought they mean well suddenly turn into these toxic, energy-draining human beings. Here's a list of things to avoid. Starting at 7, the antisocial. Nowadays, many people will call themselves antisocial as a way to look cool and detached from others. This is not the case. A lot of people would misconstrue an introvert with an antisocial, but the first is merely a personality trait, while the latter is a personality disorder. An antisocial individual has no regard for what is right or what is wrong, and will ignore feelings and rights of others. This happens because they have traits of either sociopaths or psychopaths. Some of them are capable of feeling empathy and remorse, while others train themselves to fake emotions. These individuals are the hardest to identify because they are psychological chameleons. They will fool you by faking the required emotional part to get whatever they're after: adulation, money, or power. Impulsiveness, violent behavior, arrogance, and irresponsibility are all common traits of the antisocial. 6. The gossiper. A gossiper needs everyone's attention, and they'll do anything to get it, even if that means to practically invent stories. They can genuinely care for you, but that won't stop them from telling someone else everything they know about you. They can't help it, even when their own doings are far worse than yours. You know the saying, the pot calls the kettle black. If you have a friend or associate that tells you someone else's secrets without even blinking, they're most likely sharing yours with the same ease. Trustworthy people simply refrain themselves from talking more than they should. Still, you may think that walking away from them is a bad idea, since they know so much about you. What if they start telling everything? Well, this might sound harsh, but chances are they already did. 5. The critic. We all need someone who is able to offer well-reasoned opinions about our behavior or work, even if they're more on the negative side. That's constructive criticism. However, if a person continuously criticizes you, no matter what you do, it becomes a big problem. The critic will automatically insult you whenever they are not satisfied with something. And truth be told, nothing you do will ever satisfy them. When a partner or a friend makes you feel like you can't do anything right, it will definitely lower your self-esteem, especially if you value their opinions. They will criticize the person instead of the behavior. Notice if some of the following sound familiar. You always mess things up. What did you do now? You're not capable of. If yes, you should immediately do something about it. People who care about you won't take any opportunity to belittle you just so they can feel better about themselves. 4. The envious one. Envy, in other terms, means jealousy. We all have had such type of personalities in our lives. Envious people are jealous of your achievements, happiness, success, and the love you receive. They measure their fortune against the world's, when they should be deriving their satisfaction from within. Hence, envious people will do anything to make sure there is no one better than them. Spending too much time with jealous people is dangerous because they teach you to underestimate your endeavors. Being envious can cause tension between friends, especially when they are excelling at something better than them. It seems these types of people appreciate your difficult times more than your successes. They believe they deserve your moment of success and not you. These types of people should be avoided at all costs. 3. The stonewaller. Stonewalling means when someone is being evasive and refuses to communicate or cooperate. The stonewaller refuses to engage in a conversation or just bails on your efforts at communication. To them, you might be someone boring or someone who doesn't know when to stop talking. Their behavior will make you feel negated as a person, humiliated, guilty, hopeless, and even angry. It's impossible to have a healthy relationship with someone who is so cold and can't even admit that there is a problem to discuss about. Stonewallers are destructive people, and it's better to remove them from your life. If they're not willing to change, you need to stop banging your head against the wall. Most of them are not reachable, and they disown responsibility for the suffering their behavior causes you. 2. The judgmental. Oftentimes, people misconstrue the difference between making a judgment and being a judgmental person. Making a judgment considers the situation, whereas being judgmental has to do with being overly critical in an unhelpful way. Nothing is ever good enough for this type of person. They believe everyone should be criticized and scolded rather than praised. Even when intentions are good and you try to make them understand your genuine motives, they wouldn't listen. Squashing their negative talk or avoiding their disdainful speech could be helpful to your progress. At number 1, the liar. You are lied to dozens of times every day. They range from little white lies, such as people telling you they are doing great when in fact they are having a terrible day, to serious lies from loved ones and employers that have the potential to change your life. It's true that lies are common and some lies aren't harmful. However, toxic people who lie frequently can destroy you. These are the prolific liars. In order to grow, you have to surround yourself with trustworthy people who will support you and offer honest opinions. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share with your friends. Thanks for watching, and click subscribe for more videos.